Everybody! I think I figured out what's wrong with my drawing tablet. Figured out how to fix it. I just had to like reset all of the control settings. I know how to do that now. I'm good. So, hey. There she is. There we go. Yeah. It's kind of a tough couple of weeks with summer camp here, and well, it has been cooler lately. So, weather's cooling down. That's always nice. I My mom also surprised me by making me get a job because position at the workplace of one of her old bosses opened up. So I've been really nervous about that, but hopefully it goes well. It's going to be seasonal, most likely. So I'm still going to be streaming and using that as a stream of income, but having like an actual position at a physical store will be really nice. Hello, welcome in. Bit of a quiet day today because well, I don't know, it's mostly the middle of the day and a lot of my friends are at work or busy or even still asleep in some cases. Nature of living in a bunch of different time zones. But yeah. I think like roughly good. Usually I have one of my friends around to like riff off of in chat. So I apologize if the stream is a little bit boring, but hopefully it's okay. Something absolutely crazy is that to open an Etsy shop, you have to do, it's about $20 in the US, but I'm Canadian. So that somehow scaled up to like 30 bucks, which is absolutely insane. USD to Canadian conversion always gets me. I can never quite nail down what it's actually supposed to be because it fluctuates so much. So, yeah. Oh no, I might open a Shopify account. Just to say, I would have to like compare fees, see if there are any on Shopify, because I forget if there are. I think there might be. But yeah, I know that a lot of people use independent, like e-commerce sites. I do think that would be nice, but again, matter of figuring it out. Tablet loves disconnecting. It's favorite thing to do. Oh. Hmm. Okay, it's disconnected fully now. Okay, we're good, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Alright. No, yeah. Different e-commerce sites, Big Cartel's one that I hear about a lot. I see a lot of people using that one. So, we'll have a look around when the time comes. I would want to do like a couple more merch things. First, like these little zombie stage keychains are gonna be super cute. I also want to do ones for like my original characters and stuff. And really, it's just a matter of time. do have to wonder what people talk about on art streams, because it's mostly drawings. I'm someone who grew up watching a lot of speed paints because I really liked them, and it was fun figuring out how artists did things, so I could adapt those methods or come up with new ones that I wouldn't have thought of otherwise. But that's coming from someone who's been a creative like their whole life. So I don't know if everyone has that same approach to speed paints, especially people who don't really dabble in the arts. So I don't really know what sort of like appeal there is, if any, because I was talking with one of my friends and she said that she doesn't really watch speed paints or art streams, and cited the reason as she's not a very artsy person, which is totally fine. She's like way more of a study major than I am. Um, like I think she's just in like I think she's in communications, I want to say. But no, yeah, like she's super sweet. She's like really dedicated to her work. It's actually super admirable. Yeah. My god, I forgot about this ponytail. It is in such a sorry state. Okay, let's fix that. We're gonna fix that real quick. Yeah, because last night I had some tech issues regarding my drawing tablet, and it just wouldn't work for like half the buttons, which really threw off my workflow. You would think the shifting of 3 buttons wouldn't be too much of a hassle, but it really was, because one of them was my undo, and I used that button a lot, so having to switch back to manual keybinds was really difficult, actually. Which is so strange, because I have used like a mouse and keyboard or like the trackpad for a lot of my digital drawing up until just like mid last year, I think. So yeah, it's like kind of crazy. Think about how all those muscles that I had built up are just sort of gone now. It's so interesting. Yeah. Hi, hello, welcome in. I was just talking about my drawing tablet issues. Thankfully, one of my loved ones encouraged me to troubleshoot, which that was a good goal, because I mean, if anybody else has like XP, the graphic pen tablet Deco 01, I got it secondhand off of eBay. But no, yeah, I just reset the controls and keybinds to the defaults, and that worked perfectly fine because I use the defaults anyway. And then that fixed like all my problems. Oh my gosh! Yeah, it's good. It's reliable until it's not. Like, I've been using this for about a year now. I haven't had any issues aside from like the occasional button mess up. But usually I fix that by like unplugging and replugging it, so it was a bit of a fork in the road when that didn't work. But we solved it, everything's sorted. Oh, what color is yours? They come in different colors. Mine's green. Because green's a cute color, it's nice, and I like blue a lot, and they go together well. I know they have like black and pink too. Like black's pretty standard, but pink's a little more out there, which is really nice. Like pink is an underrated color. For like hardware especially. Oh, classic. Nothing wrong with the classics. Yeah, mine's like really muted. The black one is very sleek. I like it for that reason. But again, I chose green because it goes well with blue. While I was troubleshooting too, I also found out that the little like stylus holder apparently opens up and has a spot to hold the pen nibs, which I did not realize. If I knew that the cap came off, changing my pen nibs would have become so much easier. No, yeah, I just have like all of my stuff in a little plastic bag in my laptop bag. Really easy storage, really basic. But if it works, it works. Oh, yeah, like how long have you had yours? Yeah. It really is, yeah. Like I never I only found out like last night that they have the little nib holder, so I'm gonna have to investigate it for myself and see if I can like actually get them in there or if it's too much of a hassle. Because I only change my pen nibs like every couple of months. And I've been learning to draw lighter as well. So not putting as much pressure on it so it doesn't like break apart. I think I've gone through 3 in the like year that I've had it, which I'd say is pretty good. It comes with 8 or so, so I'm good on backups for a little while, I think. I do also want to try like hot gluing a string onto the pen because I put it down somewhere, it's gone. I like tried putting stickers on it, but the adhesive on them was too weak, and the pen is really round. Oh, ooh, a Lenovo. How's that working out? Yeah. Ooh. That's so cool. That's really good. Yeah, personally, I couldn't work with a stylus that needs batteries because I would just always forget to change it or plug it in. But I'm really glad it works out for you because, like, it's really hit or miss. Like, the hardware side of things. Like, back when I was first thinking about getting a tablet, it was like, I asked all my friends to see what kinds they had. And then it was just like so many different styles of recommendations, and like everybody had their own little pros and cons that they would mention of what they liked or what didn't work for them. It's so interesting because like one of my friends has a smaller tablet, and then that covers like the working area of the whole thing. So it's meanwhile mine is like how many would this be? Like 13 inches across or something? An estimate? Something like that. And we like went on a trip together and swapped. Oh my god. Wait, how hard is it to find like quad batteries in like stores? Because that was an issue that I ran into one time with something that I had where it just took a type of battery that was really hard to find anywhere. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But yeah, sometimes it's like one of the only ways you can ever find the batteries for something is just order it in bulk. Just have a bunch set aside. Don't have to worry about it for like 3 years. There was this YouTuber that I watched a while ago, and he uses one set of headphones and got like a huge bulk order of them, like 20 boxes or something. Which was really funny to learn about. Because it's like, yeah. Ooh, oh my gosh. That sounds like a good deal. What do you mostly draw? It sort of feels like every artist has like their own little niche. I really like drawing humanoids. I draw fairies a good amount of the time, or like idols. I really really like drawing cute girls. Cute girls for the win. No, but that's really good. Like portraits? Because portraits are so cool. Ooh. I also love drawing my OCs. And obviously fan art. like me and my friends, we mostly draw OCs, at least from what I see. But that's also mostly because we create like game servers and then make OCs in those. So it's sort of like a self-contained ecosystem. But yeah, like a couple of my friends mostly draw like cats and stuff, or like animals, which is really cute. Like, it's so adorable. Um, no, yeah, like their understanding of animal anatomy is awesome, and they make such cool pieces. No, yeah, with like the phenomena in fandom to like gravitate towards men, I've sort of like really dialed into just being a fan of women like extra much because I already gravitate towards like women in fiction because they have a lot of tropes that really speak to me. Um, and yeah, it's just like no, same. It really is. Like I cannot draw a realistic animal. What I can do, what I am able to do is I like to draw animals in a really exaggerated cartoon way. My favorite thing to do is the French fry legs. One time I drew a horse, and my friends said that it was so obvious that one of the only animals I know how to draw are dogs. Ta-da! A horse. Oh yeah, like the way I draw animals, absolutely unlike most of my friends, because they draw like the actual realistic proportions and stuff. I am a cartoonist first and foremost, and so I really simplify a lot. It's so silly, and it's like the best thing ever because it's such an easy way to instantly give someone a gift. Like, if someone's feeling really down, and I can just draw a little creature in like 5 seconds and give it to them. And ta-da! There's a kitty cat. Yeah, like a lot of the things that a lot of the skills and like building blocks that I use to draw people, I apply those in drawing animals. Because it really is just the basics of simplifying a shape. Feature featuring the creature. It's really good. And now we have a dog. But yeah. That's how I draw animals. Also how I draw people sometimes. These are way more lined than a lot of my work. Because a good amount of my work is little tiny silly doodles. Yeah. Yeah. It's so fun. I highly recommend just draw an animal, get a little silly. Oh my gosh! Wait, that's so awesome! I'm so glad to hear that. It's always so fun to like parallel play. Yeah, like when I'm drawing animals, especially, like doing those little doodles. What I like to do is just go with any idea that hits my brain, which results in a lot of very silly stuff. It's so much fun to do on voice calls, especially when I'm streaming my art to my friends, right? Because then they look away for 5 seconds and they look back and something has gone terribly wrong with whatever I was drawing in like the best way possible, and it catches them so off guard every time. But no, yeah, like you're good. Don't worry about a delay. I honestly thought it was just the chat delay this whole time because notoriously, Twitch chat, it's very good at being delayed. But no, yeah. Yeah. And really, that's just like so amazing. Part of the joys of being with friends is you do something silly, and then you have a good laugh about it. And we're good. There we go. Hands are always so difficult, but we persist. Give it a good old try, and if it works out, it works out, and if not, it can just be a blob. That's totally fine. Maybe one of these days I should do like a Bob Ross follow along stream where I just pull up a video of Bob Ross and have it in the corner. I think that would be pretty good. I also need to get back into like actual tactile painting, right? Because it's like, hold on, I accidentally picked up my layers. That's one of the bad things about Clip Studio Paint. Yeah, hands really do suck. It's such a weird thing. Yeah. Yeah, like one of the awful things about Clip Studio Paint. You pick up your layer, it's gone. UI can be moved around so easily, like little building bricks, but it's so frustrating sometimes. But no, yeah, yeah. Bob Ross painting tutorial. I think that would be so awesome, and I should do it one day because it would just be really nice. Because I hear that's what his tutorials were originally meant for, is they would be broadcast on TV, and then people would have like a nice allotted guided time to just paint. And like I think that sort of like real-time guidance style is really nice instead of having like 5 million jump cuts. Because then it's like you wouldn't really need to pause as much, that sort of thing. And like you couldn't really pause on live television, so that's part of what lends to it so much. It's just like the fact that they have that as a consideration is nice. I forget. I'm pretty sure, like, oh god. No, I should just not speak on this topic. I'm too young to give my 2 cents. I would, yeah, I would like catch TV shows late at night before going to bed. Like sometimes I would sneak downstairs from my room at my grandma's house and turn on the TV and try to find an episode of this show inside the box, which was about a bunch of kids doing crafts. And it was literally inside of like a big cardboard box. It was sort of like a fantasy sort of deal. And then also Mr. Maker. I really liked putting on Mr. Maker. Me and my siblings had an absolute blast watching him. Yeah, this is actually my first time doing a stream that my friends aren't present in. Because usually my friend Milo will be in chat to like both be one of my mods and also be like my hype man. Because he shows up for like every stream. I'm pretty sure he's like the reason my statistics say that there are viewers that come in from notifications. But yeah. Milo and also my friend Dat Fearless Fangirl. She's super awesome. She also tunes into a lot of my streams. So it's a nice change of pace, honestly, having someone that like I'm not direct friends with outside of my Twitch channel. So thank you for joining me today. Yeah. I really appreciate it. I'm like just getting into streaming over the past like few months ish. So, yeah. last night, I have Twitch stats in Stream Elements for my OBS, and it has a little time duration for how long the stream's been going, and I've been streaming for 40 minutes now. It says I've only been streaming for 3. And last night I was saying, oh, I think I've just been misreading it this whole time. I think it just doesn't work sometimes. Which is a little unfortunate, but oh well. Can't be perfect. Okay, there we go. Big 3? Yep, it's only been 3 minutes. That's it. No longer, no less. Yeah. I also have to like set up a few things still. I've been wanting to do like alternate layouts, especially for games and stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame how every single time I start a new game, I want to draw a new talk sprite to go with the game. So I might just have to make like a canvas file that's just my general talk sprite, which you're seeing right now, and have like different layers for little hats and stuff. Would be really cute. Or if I can figure out how to like glue 2 elements together in OBS, that might be fun. If like, because the AutoTube sprites have the option to bounce around like this, and maybe I'll just have a silly little giant PNG. And sometimes the little face goes behind it. I'm still deciding. Because part of what my channel is all about is getting silly with it. Because it's fun. Oh yeah. And remember to stretch and have a drink of water. Something that I classically forget every single time I draw, stream, or do literally anything at my laptop. Stretching is honestly the big one. That's like my vice point, is I forget to stretch and then my shoulders get all like locked up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Something we always forget. Scream of all your bones cracking at once. It's a classic experience, really. God, I should save. That's also something I forget about often, is saving. Thankfully, I've never had my drawing program crash on me outright. and I was like hours into a piece or something, which is partly because my workflow is chip away at a piece for like 1 or 2 hours, leave, and then come back, and then chip away at it for another 2 or 3 hours. There's really not many chances for it to freeze up and like delete all my work on me. Thank God. There was one time back when I first got Clip Studio Paint where I saved it as a PNG because I had used Autodesk Sketchbook on my phone, which saves the canvas in the gallery. It just saves the canvas in the gallery. Nothing, no fuss about it. So when I saw like, oh, my PNG doesn't have any of the layers attached to it, that's normal. And I opened up like the Studio landing dock, expecting to see the canvas ready to go with all the layers intact, but then it wasn't. And that was scary. But it was a lesson well learned very early on, which is good. Always good to learn lessons early. Now I just save all of my Clip Studio Paint pieces, first and foremost, as a clip file, and then export as needed. And it works out pretty well. Works out very good. I think my music has stopped. Alright, let's go restart it. There we go. How is this drawn? Yay! Oh, those emojis are so cute. I need to make more like custom emojis. Right now I only have the nodding one, which is very cute in its own right, if I might say myself. I do have a very, very biased opinion on account of I made it. But yeah, more emojis. I should definitely make more of those. Also because it's just cute, it's fun. Thank you. It's much appreciated. More! More! Oh, yeah, more emojis would be so cute. I do want to do one that's like obviously the like super basic hello goodbye would be really cute, or like a bongo cat sort of one, or just really big eyes, like really huge eyes would be really good too. Yeah, yeah, like in real life, my friends, any one of them that has seen me in person has observed the phenomena of I look at them with my big huge eyes. Which is always a little bit surprising because I'm one of the only Asian people in our friend group. My eyes rest very narrow. So when I like open them up really wide, it can be a little surprising. It's always so funny. No, yeah, like grin with big eyes. very cute emoji idea. Um, there's like an emoji in a Discord server that me and my friends have. A lot of people have probably seen it floating around. It's not too niche. It's like the well, like that and like that, and then there we go. or like the I think this one's more popular. Pretty sure this is the one I was thinking of. Um, like I'm just enamored by emojis and like big eyes, as you can tell. I love the big eyes. Oh, that is my huge pen. But no, yeah, like having a little tiny Rin, like that sort of style, or something similar. It's so hard drawing the little fluffy cufflets. Let's see. Ruffles! They are so cute. I love drawing ruffles. It's so fun. But I more so do like the fabric tulle sort of ruffles. Like these up here. Because a really long time ago, I just learned, like, do a bunch of scribbles, and then you just draw lines up from the scribbles. And then I've sort of built on that for all of my skirts. Every single skirt I've ever drawn since then. Except for, like, pencil skirts, I guess. Like, that one was so much easier. Who knew it's easier to draw ruffles when they're not at an angle or, like, wrapping around something. But no, yeah. I'm still getting used to streaming where I do this thing where I yell. So I'm trying not to do that anymore because it's bad for my voice, also bad for audio quality, but it's all like a major learning experience, you know? And it's like, it's sort of just one of those things where you have to be aware of it and mindful of it every single time. So, hello. Why do I feel like Mizi has little bows on her shoes? I forget if she does. I do think that would be really cute, is have little like bows on the backs of the shoes. Like that maybe, or like right here feels about right. That seems like an actual design choice. Vivinos made. So we'll try it out. We'll have a look. Naturally, we'll have a look. Of course. No, yeah, like it's a learning process. Like I said, I only got into streaming like 2 months ago or something. And honestly, most of my followers are just from a promo post that I did. Because part of the whole reason why I really locked in on Twitch streaming was to get affiliate, so that I could have like a secondary stream of income, or like a small stream of income as my primary one, because at the time I was unemployed. And then my friends really helped me out by reblogging the post, and we hit the 25 follower recommendation or requirement for getting affiliate, and then from there it was a lot easier to do everything else, because that seems like the hardest thing to me. It was like the one thing that I couldn't really control out of the whole list. So, yeah. It's really great because for a little while, I didn't really feel supported by my friend group. And then I left and found another one, and it's a lot better. And I think part of that is because we were a lot more mature. We were around 16 to 20 when we all met. Or like, we're in a server together. And that really helped. Oh, jeez. A ban? None of my tech dogs are around. But no, yeah, like, having a good solid group of friends is really nice. And also not having a dedicated vent channel in your Discord server. Super nice. Because then those like... Because when you have a dedicated space for complaining and then nobody acknowledges your complaints, it feels really isolating. So I honestly think a vent channel does more harm than it does good. Yeah. Thank you. Evil message! Be gone! Been banished. No, yeah, like... Yes! The ominous Discord vent channel! It's horrible! It's so bad. Just like, not having one of those is the first step to a healthy Discord server. They are! They are so terrifying. Yeah, because it's like, it doesn't help anyone. Like, there's the element of temporary relief, but that's about it. In the long term, it's just really damaging. So yeah, being in a server without one of those, really good. Really good for me. I was like I said, I was about 16 when I met a lot of the people I know now. Really good. I really do think that I found a lot of long-term friends that will stick with me through a lot of stuff, which is really nice. And they have stuck with me through a lot of shit. That's part of why I feel that way. So, good. Like, circling back to my original point, having a good, healthy support system. It makes everything so much easier. Because as we all know, it's terrifying doing things alone. It's like, you're not as alone when you have people backing you, which is really good. like seeing the tangible effect of that in like my friends reblogging my promo posts about my commissions and my streams is really good. Oh yeah. That's my huge tangent about the power of friendship. Yeah. No, yeah. Another stream idea I have is I have these characters, Sylvia and Janine. They are super cute. I really like them. They're on my art fight currently, but they don't have any references. So that's something that I want to tackle in the future, is making references for those two. Especially because I'm going to be, hopefully, writing a book about them over the next couple of years. We'll see how it goes. Because I'm a pretty slow writer, it's hard to find my footing with original projects, especially because I mostly write fan fiction. So yeah, let me go get them. Let me show you. Let's see, where are they? So this artwork is drawn by my dear friend Bug, or Orpheus the Liar. So Sylvia is this one, and then this is Janine, and they are based on some magical girl OCs that me and my friends made together. So mine was Sylvia. Her magical girl Sona was Revel the Realmkeeper, or Realmkeeper Revel. It was super cute, super fun, and then I really like self-ship. It's one of my favorite things. So it eventually evolved into Sylvia and Revel having a weird relationship, even though they're the same person. And then, thank you! And then it evolved into Revel and Sylvia being separate characters entirely. And now you have Sylvia, who is just average civilian, no magical girlness about her. And then you have Revel, and then her civilian form is now Janine. And she's super cute. I love her so much. I need to figure out how I want to draw her, because I've experimented a couple of times, but not nearly enough. But they are very cute together. Thank you. Hell yeah, like... Thank you so much! Yeah, I'm like... I've been messing around with what exactly I want the story to be about, and it's like... It would be really interesting to have, like... Revel as a magical girl. Could be an identity that has shifted around between people. But no, yeah. Right now, the current story, The idea that I'm really interested in right now that I came up with recently is Janine as Rebel was doing a huge magical girl battle and then fell on top of Sylvia's car. And now Sylvia's car is totally wrecked. And Sylvia was living out of her truck. So then a big conflict of the story would be Rebel, the magical girl, owes Sylvia a new car, which is just really absurd, but I think I could make it work. And I really like the idea in concept, even so maybe it'll be like a chapter to chapter arc for like a little chunk in the beginning, and then it sort of spirals out from there. But no, yeah, they're so cute. I really like them. They're adorable. So I want to do a stream one day where I just draw them and I talk about them, and it's really fun. So that's on the burner. I will eventually take it off of the stove someday and serve it up to the table. But yeah. And like I was talking about earlier, with fandom's tendency to gravitate towards the male characters, I really like WLW. It's really fun. And sapphic love stories. Thank you. Yeah, and like sapphic love stories are very feel good and sanitized and grounded in like a modern sort of ideal, I guess. At least a lot of my experience. And I want more sapphic media that's like pretty, kind of, a little bit horror. Yeah. I'm a magical girl and I own a Ford F-150. Yeah, Sylvia's car is actually one that I really want one day if I ever do get a car. It's one of the Suzuki models. Suzukis are really cute trucks. Let me get a picture of them. Hold on. The Suzuki Carry. It's so cute. I like anyone, whenever I tell anyone, this is the car I want someday, they're like, yeah, that suits you perfectly. Because it literally looks like a bug. And that makes me so happy. It's so cute. Like, it would mainly be for the truck bed. Because the thing about it is I don't want a giant truck. Oh my gosh! Wait, let me look up a Miata. Oh my god! That's so cute. Wait, that's adorable. So many of them have like these little headlights popped out. Oh my god. Wait, like this one? Because that would be so cute. They could be friends. Wait, we have something here. They could be friends, okay? Like, this is a ladybug. That's a beetle. Here, we add some spots. Oh my god. Wait, that could be adorable. Or like polka dot? knows? The possibilities are endless. That's so cute. And you could be a ladybug and a beetle. That would be adorable. This too can be Yuri if we try hard enough. Yeah, that's adorable. Such a cute car. I think Mizi's hand is just a little too big. There we go. Yes. Yay! Yeah. I just really like cars that are like really short and stout. Because like I keep seeing all these like trucks that are like really tall, and as an older sibling, it makes me kind of mad that those are driving around school zones. Because it's like I've seen some cars that the hoods are almost as tall as me. Like, they come up to my chin. And that is concerning. But no, yeah, like... It is a good deal, just paranoia. However... Let's see... I want to take this, do that, and then we want to mirror and bring her over here. Yeah. Perfect. Stuff's too big. It's just too big. Literally. Like something small, simple. It's good. But yeah. Like, I really want a Suzuki carry. So I gave Sylvia a Suzuki carry. No, yeah. Like, Sylvia and Janine are so interesting to me. I really like them. They're so fun. Like, it started out as... The world that Sylvia was originally in started out as a magical girl AU with me and some of my friends, where we were all, like, this huge squad. Right, because there were so many of us. And then it would be like a sort of mix and match cast, because we weren't really gonna do anything out of it, but a lot of us liked magical girl media, so we liked thinking about it because it was fun. Then I got really attached to my characters, and they sort of like flew away from me. So yeah. And then with the exception of like Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl by Iana. You can search it up on YouTube. Pilot is super popular. It'll be so easy to find. Trust. But no, yeah, like, aside from Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl, you don't really see black girls in anime. Like, at all. Especially magical girl anime. And also Anthi from Revolutionary Girl Utena. She has my whole heart. I watched Utena with two of my friends. We watched the series together every single Wednesday. We would go through 2 or 3 episodes and then talk about it. Revolutionary Girl Utena is such a fucked up story, and I really enjoy it. It's so cool. But no, yeah, like, Anthi is also one of the only black girls that I've seen in anime. And granted, that's a pretty good rate from what I hear, considering I don't actually watch that much anime. Like, well, Great Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl is more cartoon than anime. Like, it definitely follows a lot more of the Western cartoon pacing and, like, framing devices, you know? Like, especially in just the style as well. But, no, yeah. I'm getting off track. But, no, yeah. There's a few rare ones, yeah. Exactly. And, like, personally, in my head, I'm not counting, like, exactly. We definitely need more POC anime characters, just in general, across the board. We need more POC characters. I still need to watch Sinners. That one's been on my radar for a little while. I just need to find a TV platform that I can watch it on. Oh, and then there was that one rom-com. I think it was a rom-com. I know it was a romance movie. That was in theaters for a little while. I never really got a chance to go see that one, so I might have to look it up sometime. But, yeah. Yeah. It's like... Yeah. There's one character that also comes to mind. I think Howie? I don't know what show he's from, but he's another black anime character that exists. And I think Cowboy Bebop has some? I've never watched Cowboy Bebop. But no, yeah. POC in anime, especially by POC, really hard to come across. And also just like in general, obviously, but you know, we need that. Yeah. There we go. Okay, hair drawn. Yeah. It's like... we could do so much better. And that includes baby steps. So yeah. But no, yeah, like Sylvia and Janine are kind of just everything that I personally want to see in fiction, and hopefully one day I'll be able to bring them to life. Um, so like, as it stands right now, they are two separate people. Janine's a magical girl. Sylvia is functionally immortal. I don't think I mentioned that part. Sylvia has regenerative abilities, so she can get into fatal accidents and then come back to life, but there's like a recovery period. And then a lot of what happens in Our Darkest Spring, which is the title of the book, hopefully, one day, that I will write. One of the big things in Our Darkest Spring is going to be disability and recovery. Because something that I don't really see touched on in Magical Girl media is like the horror of it. Yeah, like Our Darkest Spring is titled that partly because it is going to be one of the darkest times in both of their lives, but it's also going to be that they are there to help each other, whether they realize it or not. And part of it is that they are the reason why things are so bad right now, immediately, right now, because obviously the crashing into Sylvia's car, the jeopardy of Janine's identity as a magical girl could potentially be at stake, and she would have to weigh that in her mind whenever she talks to Sylvia and like gets closer to her. And another thing that I really, really like is psychological horror and messing around with that sort of thing. Because I very nearly, if I had gone through high school, I very well might have gone into psychology, either as an elective or a minor or something like that, and maybe I would have pursued it in the future. So it's always been like a field of interest to me. But yeah, Our Darkest Spring is about recovering in secrets, actually, I would say. And one of the things that isn't really touched on in Magical Girl media is they go through all these battles and then come out perfectly fine. Everything around them gets set back to how it was. So any buildings that got destroyed, those are fixed. Any civilians that got hurt, they are healed. That sort of thing. But yeah. Thank you. We'll see how it goes. I mean, at the risk of a shameless plug, you could follow me along with this journey. Like I said, I want to do a stream at some point for drawing references for Sylvia and Janine, so if you want to tune in for that when it arrives, best way. But yeah. Like, they're very interesting to me. I like them a lot. Yeah. And me and one of my friends have this interesting thing where we are both invested in each other's very full stories with our OCs. I'm not at liberty to talk about Maxillary, but my friend has some really good ideas going. That's another thing about like becoming a content creator is all the plugs and like, oh, remember to hit the subscribe button, which is just so corny to me, and I really don't see myself doing it all too often, but who's to say? It's me, the streamer in your Twitch app. Oh yeah. All right. I think that's cute. Sua is going to have circle hands, while Mizi has hands. I might have to figure out how to reckon both of those at the same time. If they're going to be a double-sided charm, or else they are going to have to be singles. she doesn't have any neckwear. Cool. So, yeah, Mizi and Sua, they are so cute. There's like a misconception that I've heard flying around sometimes. Oh, hi, hello. What's up? My Discord? Oh my gosh. Hello and welcome in. Oh, oh my god. Oh my goodness. Like, that's so cute. Oh my god, thank you. That's adorable. Oh my gosh. No, don't worry. That's so cute. I think you got it perfect. This is wonderful. The plaid. I love flannels. I love wearing flannels. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the jacket. The jacket is pinstripe on my little model. I 100% accept flannel because that's just adorable. I love it so much. Thank you. And the backgrounds. That's just such a nice touch. Oh my gosh. I hope you know I'm going to show all my friends. Aww, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. I can't stop smiling. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that is such a good little initiative to have. Is drawing other artists? That's so sweet. That's like the nicest thing I've heard all year. Of like something someone's doing. I hope you have a good day too. That's awesome. I hope you get a nice warm meal every single day, 3 times a day, for the whole year, and then some. That's just like so sweet. I think my music stopped. Oh, nice. Okay, good, 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 good. Gosh, oh my goodness. I just opened Discord again. That's so cute. All right. Like a burst of motivation to get this done now. That's so cool. I assume that Macaroni has wandered off to find another artist to surprise. That's so beautiful. Okay, music has stopped now. I'm gonna go reset that in a second. Let's see. Go get that music. Sorry, and again. we go. That feels more right. There we go. Hey, I think we're done for now. That's so cute. Now they're matching. That's adorable. So cute. Okay. Well, goodbye. Thank you to anyone who's lurking around for joining me. Big shout out to Macaroni or Maku Ronnie for the fan art. That's so cute. That's like so crazy to me. But no, yeah. Thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time.